Hey.
Hey.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to start out with some new stuff I've been working on here.
Yeah.
This is called taphonomy. Wide and flat or backwards and full of teeth, all hexus and earthquakes, all flow and historical process, all superimposition of memory. It's hard to put things in the right order, in any kind of order. It's hard to order things in any kind of place, in any kind gesture or otherwise. I'll tell you a story, but I don't know if it's true, and truth is sort of important here. Wherever here is where the story takes place, but superimposed in a kind of spiral. Do you know where we are? I seem to be lost. Liquefaction of any moments and the boundaries are unclear, and maybe it's already happened or happening again. Maybe it's happening all the time. No key symbols to anchor the story, and it keeps drifting with the current. Try to keep up. Avoid the gradual accumulation of sediment. There's little benefit in preservation. It begins with the feeling of returning home. To find that home is no longer a home, but the repetition of a word or a phrase or a gesture until meaning decays and sprouts fruiting bodies. Bearing spores, bearing home, bearing structured structures predisposed to function as structuring structures. Now we're somewhere in the middle, and while I'm sure this river has a mouth, it isn't the current speaker. This one's called Springfield. I am the only one here with all my fingers. My boss is impressed by this, and by the fact that I have never shot myself with a nail gun. Though I am afraid of the loud noises of the air compressor, of the dust and the splinters, I am careful with my hands. By Friday, my mucus is dark with blood and sawdust, and I am coughing worse than usual, but I am very precise. My careful hands, with all their fingers, all their ragged ends, are good in small spaces. I have lived my whole life in spaces like these. Centralia. The coal mine beneath Centralia, Pennsylvania has been burning since 1962. Everyone has long since fled, but I'm still haunting the ghost town. On occasion, I conjure a cool breeze to rattle a few loose window panes. I've thought about hiring an exorcist, but who would pay the bill? I have just a couple of short, older pieces. This is called Aquifers. There are lakes that just disappear sometimes, like words in the hollow place below my throat, a sinkhole. Someday they'll feed a spring, maybe, in some distant green place where I'm not staring at my hands. And I might lay these passing moments out on the grass, a tableau, and count the circling vultures overhead. Or else make constellations where a narrative fails to emerge, and carve their unspoken names into the palimpsest of my arms. Woo! Just one more, it's called Glossolalia. Every drop of rain against my skin interrogates my relationship to having skin. But we broke up weeks ago. In dreams, a third-person perspective hovering in open canopies, mouth full of noise like a nest of seed ticks stirred by bare feet through itching grass. Some secret language scrawled in hives. I have so much blood to give, and no reason for silence.